All right, everybody, this is T.Gray here, and I want to welcome you to Team Elite TV episode 24.
Woo!
And
All right.
This episode, this lineup is a who's who of the Team Elite Wall of Fame. We've got our jades and sapphires and pearls on the line from everywhere throughout the United States, the Caribbean, even as far as Guam. So let's start from left to right and have everybody say hello. We're going to start out not in Barbados today, but in Orlando, gracing the United States with her amazing presence. We're going to start with Pearl Executive Jamie Lee St. John. Dr. Jamie, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 24. Be sure to take great notes. We're going to be teaching you some great fundamentals, and I'm very excited.
Jamie, I'm telling you, if you weren't going to be a Janesse Diamond, you should be on the news. That was like so perfect. I mean, this is my Jamie imitation. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Make Sure You Take Great Notes. It was perfect. I love it. All right, let's go. Let's go to Texas. Let's go to South Texas. We've got our Sapphire rock star queen of sapphires, none other than Marsha Terry, part one of the dynamic duo known as Marsha Terry and Dr. Onawa Terry, DPT. And go ahead, Marsha, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Team Elite TV. It's going to be an exciting episode, as always. Never a dull moment on Team Elite TV.
You guys are way too good at this now. Like they're also all sitting all prim and proper. And just, I love it. I love it. All right. We're going to go just a few blocks away. We're going to keep it in McAllen, Texas. And we are going to go to the home of two lovely rock stars. We're going to get a 2-for-1 Pearl special now with Lupita Ramirez and Natividad Sosa, Double Beauty. Say hi to everybody.
Hey everyone, welcome to Team Elite TV. Can't wait. I'm excited for this episode. I'm pumped.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. Just so much excitement there. Too much gorgeousness for one computer. Let's go back to Jamaica. Speaking of gorgeousness, coming in right on cue, we've got Jade Executive Kimberly Davis. Say hi to everybody, Kim.
Hi, everyone. I just had the most amazing afternoon, but I'm happy to be on right on time, and I'm ready to go. Hi, everyone. Great to be on.
And then there's Kim, all freshly coiffed and everything. Looks like you just got your hair did. Love it. Looking all purty and stuff. all Janesse, all of that, what is it? All that Yes Generation Young all in one spot right there on the yard. We love it. Let's keep it in Jamaica. We got Pearl Executive, Nick Malcolm, the stud in the house. Nick, say hi to everybody.
Hello everyone, welcome to Team Elite episode 24. We're gonna rock this tonight. Stay tuned. Don't miss anything. If you're a prospect or anyone on nearby, get them on. Get your team on. This is Team Elite episode 24. We're gonna rock this.
Nick, I gotta tell you, man, your video's not working. Your sound is working. So you're like a talking picture with those glasses on, looking all smooth and suave bola and stuff, you know, like you're going to put the Janesse hit on somebody. I love it. Way to go, Nick. All right. We're going to go to almost Southeast Asia, still part of the United States, just not part of the mainland. I don't know how this woman does it. She did a concert in Philadelphia last night and got all the way back to Dado, Guam in like lickety-split. Let's go to Beyonce, Pearl Executive, Rosette Pacentis. Say hi to everybody.
Hey, good day, everyone. Welcome to our Team Elite episode 24. Excited to be here. We're going to have fun and learn at the same time. Let's rock this. Thank you, T. You're nuts.
All right. Awesome. And everybody, I'm Ruby Executive T.Gray, founder of Team Elite. Excited to be here with you today, everyone, and we are going to rock and roll. So this is a very, very important episode of Team Elite TV. Our training topic today is going to be how to go executive, how to go jade, how to go pearl, and how to go sapphire. We're basically going to teach you how to climb the ranks. It's very important because that's how you make more and more money in your Janesse business. and we want to make sure that you know how to do it. What's the rule and the understanding at Team Elite? We actually believe that there are only 3 reasons why people who are able to do something don't do it. Reason number 1, they don't know what to do. Reason number 2, they don't know how to do it. Reason number 3, they simply don't want to, and we believe that you absolutely must want to because you joined Janess and you're watching Team Elite TV. So our responsibility is to make sure you know what to do and how to do it, and that's what Team Elite is all about. This team has a philosophy that's all about empowerment and education and support and recognition, advancement, profitability, and that's what makes Team Elite just a special place in the universe. And when you combine this incredible company, Janess, with Team Elite and the leaders and support that we've got here, you simply cannot lose. So let's get down to business. We've got some things lined up that we want to share with you. We're going to jump in and get going. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to do some recognition. We want to recognize our top recruiters. And I love the way this list is starting to fill out every week now. People are recruiting new people. Now, the list, I'm going to say it again, I say it every week, the list is bigger than this, right? But these are the people who not only recruited new people, but they also posted it in our Team Elite Facebook group. And we want to encourage you that when you enroll new people, make sure you post it in the Team Elite Facebook group so that you can encourage everybody and those people can get welcome. Right? So you just post welcome that person. You first add them to the group, then welcome them and tag them in the welcome, and then it's awesome what happens next. You'll have always 10, 15, 20 people saying welcome to the family, and it never fails. That person just feels so amazing. So we want to congratulate Dr. Giselle Matthews from the Rio Grande Valley, Eric McClendon from Virginia, Ife Genevieve from Lagos, Nigeria, Kim Richards from Barbados, Winnie Anderson Brown from Jamaica, Karen Ortiz from Oklahoma, me from Houston, Fatima Barajas from Rio Grande Valley, Marsha and Dr. Onowateri, Physical Therapy, Dr. DPT from the Rio Grande Valley, Vicky Kaufman from Kansas. All of those people enrolled at least one person over the last couple of weeks because we didn't do recognition over the last couple of weeks. So great job, you guys. Also, we want to recognize and congratulate Kimberly Davis from Jamaica for enrolling 2 people, and Rosette Pacetas from Guam for enrolling 2 people. So way to go, you guys. They're both on Team Elite TV tonight, as well as Marsha Terry. And then we want to also recognize Doris Lopez from the Rio Grande Valley for enrolling 4 people, and Raquel Marinas Gerardo from Houston for enrolling 6 people. And we've got some really special recognition for Raquel coming up in just a couple of seconds. So congratulations to you guys. We want to encourage everybody. This is what makes your business go. Recruiting new people, it's where it's at. You've got to, you got to be constantly recruiting new people and adding new blood to your business. The minute you stop recruiting, you are no longer in what's called phase 1 of your business. You are now in what's called management mode. And when you get into management mode, your business is starting to die. And as you die, as your business dies, you start to stink. And then as you stink, you start to become a pain because you start to complain about stuff. So I can always tell the people who are not recruiting, because if you're not recruiting, you end up complaining. Keep recruiting. There's nothing that makes you feel better than a brand new person in your business and you collecting the customer acquisition bonus. Way to go. Let's now congratulate our new executives, and this is one of the ranks that we're going to talk about today. We're going to congratulate Rose Lee. Is that how you say it, Rosette?
It's actually Roselle. That's her name.
Roselle.
Roselle Pacetes.
Okay. Roselle Pacetes. That's your daughter. Way to go. Way to make it the family business. Congratulations, Roselle. Absolutely beautiful. Marisol Estrabella, Irma Elizaga, Angela, MSJ. Whose group is that?
That's Raquel's.
That's Raquel's group? How do you say that?
I don't know. Angela, MSJ.
Oh, okay, MSJ. I want to make sure I was saying it right. You know why I want to make sure I'm saying it right? Because the sweetest sound to anyone's ears is the sound of their own name pronounced properly. So, Angela, I'm sorry I don't know how to say your last name. Shirley Martin, Christine Vertudazo, D. Carrillo Bermudez, Risa Barrios, Gemma de los Santos, Teresita Warren, Kim Richards, Rabia Liza Castillo Manarn, Ariana Belladonna, B-Boy Lee Ang, Sally Potvin, and Bessie Ricardo Pasos. Congratulations to all of our new executives. So exciting to see that. Isn't that great, guys?
Congratulations, everyone. Yeah. Awesome.
Congratulations to all of them. Congratulations to me for getting most of those names right, too. Way to go, T.Gray.
Great job, team.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. Now, this is exciting. This is the best news of the day, everybody. We rocked the month of August. You know, I'll tell you what, anytime we put our minds to it and we focus and people follow the system, great things happen. We broke 2 brand new sapphires during the month of August. Super special congratulations to these 2 wonderful champions right here in Houston. In Rosette's group, Raquel Jurado from Houston, Texas. Way to go. And I love Raquel is building this team all over the world. She's building her team in not just Houston, but also in Japan, the Philippines, Guam, Australia, a bunch of other places too. I was looking at her business the other day. It was absolutely amazing. Let's give Raquel a round of applause.
Awesome, Raquel. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Then from Toronto, Canada, good friend of mine. I'm so excited. Jenny Gao, sponsored by our upline Sapphire Elite, Samantha Janvrin. So excited to see Jenny just rocking, you know, the business. Great job becoming a Sapphire. She's building internationally as well, doing a great job. Let's give a round of applause for Jenny.
Awesome, Jenny. Congratulations.
Great job.
And, you know, one of the things that I'm really excited about, especially with Raquel, is that Raquel literally went from executive to Sapphire in the period of about maybe 2 months. 2 months of focus is all it took, right? So great job there, and that just shows what can be done. And today we're going to show everybody how to hit all of those ranks in our training. So good job, you guys. All right, by way of encouragement, I want to continue to encourage people to embrace the $1 Million Morning and to actually join it, okay? So many more people could join it. Now, $1 Million Morning, what is it? It's a community. It's a movement. And I got to ask you this question. I mean, are you a person who wants to achieve more? Do you feel like you don't have enough time during the day? You know, where does it all go? How do you get your next level done? You know, that your next level of success, it seems like it's trying to get away from you. No problem. Join the $1 Million Morning. Go to the website, www.themilliondollarmorning.com. Go to the Facebook page, $1 Million Morning. Like the page. Turn on the notifications. Join the $1 Million Morning 28-day challenge, and it's going to make major life changes for you. And if you don't believe me, just ask Kimberly Davis, just ask Marcia, ask Jamie, ask any of these leaders. They'll tell you because they're all doing it. And so I want to encourage you guys to do it. Now, if you're already in the $1 Million Morning community, I just want to let you know that the Facebook page is, you can post on that. Anything that you want that's encouraging. So, you know, as long as it's encouraging, and by the way, encouraging includes you telling the truth about your circumstances. So, for example, if you decide, hey, I'm going to get up every day at 6 o'clock and it's hard to do it and you can't do it, just get on there and say, hey, man, I couldn't get my butt out of bed this morning. And watch the community rally behind you and encourage you and all that kind of good stuff, okay?
That's true.
So, man, we need more people to embrace this. I don't know what you're waiting for, but your success is waiting for you, so jump in there. All right, I'm going to kick things over to Marcia because over the last week, Janess made a couple of big updates. All right, so in your email inbox, you'll see that Janess updated the enrollment packages and some policies associated with that, as well as their credit card use policy. So Marsha Terry, Sapphire Executive, is going to jump on here, and she's going to break it down, simple language for everybody.
All right, thank you very much, Terrence. So the first email is in regards to the packages. The 1-year jumbo package, which was like an ambassador package, and your auto ship paid up for 1 year will no longer be available. The ambassador package price for the United States, the purchase price will be set to $1,049.95, and your cab commission is now $200. The Sapphire for 180 days, that we used to tell people that when they sign up for Sapphire, when they sign up with the ambassador, they'll get Sapphire for 180 days. That's no longer effective. The jumbo package purchase price is now $749.95, and your cab commission is now $150. The Sapphire for 90 days is also no longer effective. The upgrading, when people want to upgrade from the basic pack to an ambassador pack, your cab commission is going to be $175, and again, the obtaining Sapphire in 180 days is no longer effective. The Supreme package, where it says you could get Pearl in 60 days, they've taken that out also, and the basic pack remains the same. All of these changes are effective as of Tuesday, September 1st at noon Eastern Standard Central Time. All right?
Awesome. And then credit card policy.
Sure. The credit card policy was a one-page email also that went out to say basically if you have multiple charges on your credit card within a 72-hour period of around $3,000, they're going to basically investigate the reason why. And if you know that you're going to be using one card multiple times, you're going to need to go ahead and fill out a charge authorization form, which you can download from your back office under members only. And then you will also you can send the form once you fill out the credit card authorization form to forms@JanessaGlobal.com. If you've been using a single card for more than 6 months and have a low return rate, you'll automatically be approved for multiple purchases or whitelisted. If you've been using your card for less than 6 months, consider registering your card with the charge authorization card if you're going to be having multiple purchases on that card outside of what's typical and usual. And that's about it. All this information can be found in your back office under mailbox. Just check for your emails there. They should have also been sent to your inbox. Then, of course, just an FYI that tomorrow is Labor Day in the United States. The corporate office is closed. And they said also that commission checks will be mailed on Tuesday, September 8th. And all other distributors' pay cards will be loaded on Wednesday, September 9th. And one other note, which I don't have it written down, but I know Terrence posted it in the Facebook group, is that there's a new number for customer service. So I'll try to look that up before we go and make sure that I share that information again.
Awesome, awesome. Hey Nick, can you do us a favor? Can you mute your line? We're getting a little feedback from you. So if you just mute your line, we appreciate you. So I just wanted to jump in here real quick and go over the reason for some of these changes. You know, Janesse, one of the things that we appreciate about Janesse is that it's a company that's got a lot of strength, a lot of firepower. But what I also love about Janesse is that they are working to make sure that they are an extremely compliant company, because, you know, none of us want to be building a business in Janesse and then have that business go away because Janesse is out of compliance and the government steps in and whatever. And I have a lot of respect. The company by the name of Vima was actually the government stepped in and froze all of their operations because of allegations of them operating what's called an illegal pyramid scheme. And so in this industry, here's how it kind of works. You can either police yourself, or you can, or the government will step in and police you. And so what I love about Janesse is they, constantly reviewing their policies, procedures, how things are being done, and they want to make sure that they don't do anything that, as a company, we're not doing anything that's going to spoil the party, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we turn the music down before the police come knocking on the door and say, turn the music down. We're going to make sure we turn it down ourselves. So Janesse is making some great moves to make sure that they do that. So I'm excited about the moves that Janesse is making. I'm glad they're doing that. And somebody said, oh, man, but what about, you know, now all these new people won't have the opportunity to do that? Well, guess what? They don't know what they didn't have before, right? So I would just encourage you guys, just embrace it. It was, those were great promotions while they lasted, and they were always billed as promotions. No one ever said that those things were permanent. Those things were promotions, and promotions do come to an end, and those promotions have come to an end. We still have a major league rocking opportunity. The Ambassador Pack has always been the best way for people to go, and it continues to be, because people do need to use all the products and become a product of the product, and the bonuses and stuff are still fantastic. So let's go ahead and embrace those things. Make sure you adjust your presentations accordingly, and let's move forward like the mature champions that we are. As far as the credit card thing is concerned, that is one of the areas where companies get in trouble, where people are, believe it or not, people actually sign up fake people and use the same credit card over and over again. I know none of you guys are doing that. I know a lot of times we have communities where people don't have credit cards and one person has a credit card, and so they will give that person the cash to put their distributorship on that person's credit card. And Jeunesse is not making that impossible. They're saying that if that's what you're doing, then fill out that credit card authorization form and make sure that they have it on file, okay? Now, if you've already been doing that for 6 months or longer, which frankly our team's only been around for more in Jeunesse for 6 months. So if you've been doing that for the past 6 months and people aren't returning and canceling, then you're automatically being put on a list of people that it's okay. You're put on a white list. Otherwise, go ahead and fill out the credit card authorization form so that you don't have any problems when you use your card multiple times. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes, it does.
All right, cool. Well, then let's keep this party moving forward so we can get down to our training topic. Okay, so we covered that. We've got a couple of big events coming up. Congratulations to everybody who's going to Singapore. I know there's a small group of people that are going to be going to Singapore. We can't wait to see your pictures and all your stuff about the Singapore event, September 11 through 13. We actually hope that one of you wins the Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah,
right?
baby.
Yeah, man. I mean, how hot would that be to have a Jeunesse Team Elite Mercedes-Benz rolling around out there? I mean, I don't know what we have to do to get you to put Team Elite on there, but we hope that you will. Right? Maybe we'll do a free tank of gas. And then we have some more events coming up. And the first one, this is a big one. Last week's Team Elite TV was Real Talk, and it was really driven by those of us who went to the 80-20 365 event in Houston. And that event was truly life-changing on so many different levels. Anybody who's serious about going to their next level of success, you gotta come to this event. And the response was so amazing. Like, everybody kept saying, when's the next one? When's the next one? When's the next one? That Adam and Brandy and myself, we pulled out the calendars and said, okay, when can we squeeze another one in? And we came up with this date, September 25 to 27. That's about 2 weeks from now, 2.5 weeks from now. And I want to encourage you to jump through whatever fiery, flaming hoops you have to jump through in order to be there. Why would we choose a date that's so close? Because if the only next time we could do it would be after November, right? Like, you know, either like a couple of weeks before Orlando, which that wouldn't make sense because then people would choose to go to either 80-20 365 or Orlando. And that's not the intent. We want everybody to participate in both. And so if you come to this event, you have enough time to recover financially, babysitter-wise, job-wise, life-wise, to be able to make sure you also attend the Orlando Convention of the Americas. So we want you at both events. This is something you gotta come to. I mean, your success needs you to come to this event. Your family, everybody that you're doing this for, you yourself, you need to be here. I don't really know how else to say it. All I know is that those of us who attended, Marcia, Jamie, who else was there?
Fatih.
Both Fatimas were there. You know, there were a number of people from the Texas Valley. You know, Janet and Annette and Horace. I mean, so many people came. Everybody, their life and their business is going to another level already. Like, it started like that very first day after. So you got to come. Now, listen, I know there's some expenses involved. Number one, tomorrow the link will be up for you to be able to purchase your ticket, and letting you know which hotel it's going to be at. Brandy's got to sign the contract. And so until the contract is signed, we don't like to announce venues because then anything can change. But first thing is you need to be there. The event will start on Friday the 25th at about noon, so you want to make sure you get in to Dallas. I would say if you have a flight that lands no later than 10 o'clock or 10:30 at the worst, I would say that's going to be fine. Okay? Earlier is better. And then on Sunday, we'll end about 3 o'clock, so you can take late flights back or go home on Monday. And I believe that this hotel will be at least near one of the Dallas airports. Dallas has 2. As far as hotels are concerned, I recommend that a bunch of people share a hotel room, because from our experience, we did not get any sleep. But we were in the no sleep zone from hello. You know, so you're not going to spend a bunch of time in your room except to catch maybe a couple hours of sleep in between sessions, do your homework, which you can do anywhere in the hotel, and you know, just to get yourself together, but you know, brush your teeth and stuff like that. So I recommend you have 4 people or even 6 people in a hotel room, whatever, you know, because it's not going to be, this ain't no sleeping trip, okay? So definitely I encourage you guys, let's do that. But I want to see a strong Team Elite showing, because the impact is going to be priceless. Do whatever you need to do to be there, okay? All right. Not last yet, but the next big event after that is the Jeunesse Convention of the Americas in Orlando. This is Orlando, Florida, November 13 through 15. This event will be mind-blowing, because it's the first time that Jeunesse will do an event of this size and magnitude in the United States. This is history in the making. You got to be there. You want to be there. This will change your business. This will set up your 2016. Don't play with this. You join the business. You open up your company. Now don't cheap Charlie shortchange your company. Make sure that you are at this event. Go ahead and register in your back office. You can register now. Go ahead and buy your airline tickets so that that is not your excuse. Get in early on the 13th or get in on the 12th and leave late on the 15th, or even better, leave on Monday the 16th. On the 15th, when the session is over, we're going to do 2 things. Number 1, we're going to do our Team Elite wrap-up. You absolutely want to be there for that, because that's when we lay out the plan. That's one of the things that sets us apart from other organizations. We don't let people get on emotional overload from an event and then go home with no direction. We always take the time, maybe about 30 minutes to an hour afterwards, and say, hey, here's what you do with all of this. And that's why our business always grows after events. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to celebrate this amazing dude's birthday. He's just such an incredible guy. He's just a wonderful dude. Tall, dark, handsome, and all of and smart too.
Tell you what, completely. I didn't want to be the one to say it.
You don't want it. You guys are so cool, so cool. So it's you know, the 15th is my birthday. We'll find some an opportunity to have some fun somewhere. So definitely would love you guys to. I mean, come on, how often do we get a chance to all like be together? Right? What is that? What was that?
It's double celebration. Vic's birthday is November 16.
Oh, all right.
So we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate my birthday on the 15th, and anybody who's still there on the 16th, we can celebrate Vic.
Right.
That's okay. I will share. I will share with Vic. That's my boy. That's my brother. All right. Cool. So we're gonna do that. We'll have a lot of fun. All right, Shoot for Sapphire is on and popping in Africa. Come on, Team Elite Nigeria. and Ghana and every place else that we have Team Elite members. How many more sapphires can we break in the African continent? We're dominating right now. Let's get a couple more in there. I just want to say this. Iffy, let's go. You can do it. All right. I know we got Iffy Genevieve down there. She's plugging away. I believe you can do it, Iffy. Come on, let's go. All right. You guys ready to get down to our training topic?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
Brother, got to breathe. Okay, here we go. Team Elite TV number 24, our training topic is how to go executive, how to go jade, how to go pearl, how to go sapphire. This image, I don't think there's a better image. I mean, I looked for things that would symbolize upward momentum and growth, and I came across this image on Google, and I'm like, this is the one, right? Because this really shows what happens when you climb the ranks in jeunesse. As you go to each rank, you make more money, right? Now, it's not just about making more money. It's about what making more money will allow you to do, right? Obviously, as your income increases, you can do more. As your income increases, you can help more, right? As your income increases, you can attract more, because more attracts more, right? So you definitely want to climb the ranks. You don't want to come in and stay stuck somewhere. You want to keep going to the next level. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get through the first few important levels of the compensation plan: executive, jade, pearl, and sapphire. Now, here's the drill. It's really important that you understand how to do this. And the other thing that I want to say about that is that understanding the compensation plan and the qualifications of moving from one rank to the next is whose responsibility?
Ours.
Your own.
Your own responsibility.
That's right. It is each individual's responsibility. You know, you can't, if you get this wrong and you miss your qualifications, you can't blame your sponsor.
That's right.
You can't blame your upline. It's not their fault. Even if they did give you the wrong information, it's not their fault. It's your fault because you're an adult and you're a business owner, and it's your responsibility to understand how to advance the ranks and how to get paid. You know, one of the first things that I did when I joined the business, I didn't rely on Sam or Adam to tell me how to advance the ranks. I never relied on that, on them to do that. You know what I did? I went and I read the qualifications. I said, okay, well, let me find out what does it take, and I did it on my own. And I said, you know what? Let me, you know, and I pulled out the comp plan book, and I said, okay, how do I do this? You know, what's required? What's necessary? And and when I had questions, I wrote them down, and then I found the people who could answer my questions. But the most important thing is that, you know, I had to make sure that I understood it for myself.
Yep.
That makes sense, guys?
Yep, for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to show you something on here. I mean, just kind of show you something that I did on my own here. I don't know if I can show it. If I can get this thing to do what I want it to do. Hold on. Because I really want you guys to see this if I can show it to you somehow. I have let's see how this. Let's see if I can do this somehow. Hold on. I want to show you guys this because I actually built the training. This was one of the easiest trainings for me to put together because I built it off of these notes that I have here. Okay, so if you guys look at this, you see this says here, Jeunesse Ranks Worksheet, confidential for T.Gray, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I did is, I went through the booklet, the compensation plan booklet, and I copied and pasted, and I read it, and in the red is how I interpret it. I wrote it in my own words. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes.
It does.
So what I'm trying to show you is that everybody, if you're an adult, if you're serious about business, you got to take responsibility. And I guess that's the biggest lesson for today. If you take one thing away from today's Team Elite TV, is to take responsibility for your business. Stop blaming people. Stop blaming outside circumstances. Let it be your fault. You want it to be your fault. You know why? Because if it's broken and it's your fault, then you can fix it. If it's broken and it's somebody else's fault, then you got to wait for them to fix it.
Right.
So it's the difference between being a victim and being empowered. Who wants to be a victim? Absolutely nobody wants to be a victim. Okay? So I would rather it be my fault. And so I take responsibility for making sure I understand the comp plan, and I want to encourage each person to do that. Now, that said, that doesn't absolve us as leaders of our responsibility to help you. So what we're going to do today is we're going to help you. And you're doing your responsibility by watching this episode and taking notes and, you know, making sure you understand it, and then make sure your people do the same. Okay?
Yeah.
This should be one of the highest viewed episodes of Team Elite TV. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's start. Before you can be an executive, before you can be a jade, a pearl, or a sapphire, you have to first be an associate. Right? An associate means that you've just joined the business, and all you have is your starter kit. In the United States, it's $49.95 for your starter kit, and you actually get a physical kit, right? In other countries, it's $29.95, and you do not get a physical kit. But everybody gets the same thing. They get a personal website, they get a retail store with a shopping cart. So you are now able to do business around the world electronically. You also get a virtual business management system. That's your back office that allows you to run your business. So everybody gets that with the $29.95 or $49.95. Okay? Now, if all you purchase is the starter kit, you are an associate. Now, without purchasing any products, you still can earn a retail profit. That means that if you sell a product to somebody through your website, you get paid the difference between the wholesale price and the retail price, even though you didn't buy any products yourself.
Right.
You could still earn preferred customer bonuses. So if you have customers that sign up to be preferred customers, they get a little bit of a discount, but the product is being shipped to them every month, guess what? You still earn that commission. You also earn new customer acquisition bonuses. So if you're an associate and you did not buy any products, and you enroll a brand new distributor, let's suppose they get started with the basic pack, guess what? You get $25. Okay? When I saw this, I really liked this. Because what it means is that people who tell you they can't afford it, there's a real problem. Because all they need to afford is $29.95 or $49.95 plus tax and shipping. And now they can open a business. That means that, you know, in the United States, if a person can find about $60, they can start a business. And I've learned a long time ago that there's no such thing as money problems. There are only creativity problems.
Right.
And how creative does a person need to be to come up with $60? Or in one of the other countries, you know, maybe about $40 or $50 for the $29.95 kit. You know, I mean, a person could literally go, you know, let's work with $60. They could go to 6 people and say, hey, listen, I want to change my circumstances. Would you be willing to invest $10 in me? They could wash cars or clean homes for $10 a piece, and by the time they do 6, they've got their money to start their business. They could bake cakes and sell them for $5. You guys get where I'm going with this, right? And they could come up with $60 to start their business. So my good friend Juan down in Florida, he had a young guy that he presented the business to, and the kid didn't have the money, so he went off, and it took him 2 weeks to come up with the money to get started. But he was really smart, because when he took a look at the requirements to be a sapphire, he saw that you had to personally enroll 12 people. So during the time that he was working odd jobs to come up with $60 so he could join the business, he was also recruiting people in advance. So when he signed up, he had his 12 people sign up with him. You see, that's what I respect. I respect people who are resourceful, not people who let obstacles stop them, because you won't be able to succeed in life if every time you hit an obstacle, your response is to just stop in your tracks.
Yep.
Right.
Okay? So this business is really a place where anybody can change their life. Now, until you go to the next level, if you're just an associate, you do not earn points. You do not generate points. So all the points, the volume that's being generated around you is passing you by. You don't get cycle bonuses. It's all passing you by until you go to the next level, and that next level is called distributor. Now, what is a distributor? Well, a distributor is obviously an associate first because you purchased the kit, but you've also accumulated 100 points of volume, 100 points of personal volume, and you've done it within a 30-day period of time. And they give you a year to do it. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
It has to be within a 30-day period, and it has to be within a year of the time that you purchased a starter kit. So a person could purchase their starter kit, sit around and marinate for 2 or 3 months, and then decide, hey, you know what, I'm ready to do this, and then go get their 100 points. Now, how do you get your 100 points? Well, you get your 100 points by, 1, purchasing the product yourself, which is what I recommend, because it's really hard to be successful in a business where you don't have an intimate understanding of the product.
Right.
And the way our products are, the best way to get an intimate understanding of them is to use the products.
Right.
Okay? Now, obviously, for 100 points, for just minimally 100 points, you're not going to get all the products. But you can do 100 points. You could go, you could do 1,000 points as long as it's 100 points or more. Purchase the product yourself so you can use it, or maybe even purchase a little extra so you can retail it. Also, you can get the points through customers who purchase through your website. Now, these could be retail customers, they could be preferred customers, or they could even be wholesale customers. What is a wholesale customer? A wholesale customer is a person who they sign up with the $49.95 or $29.95, but they don't want to build a business. They just want to get the cheapest price for the product.
Right.
What's really cool about Janess is that they count those people as customers for you, which is great, because in some other companies that we've been in, you would lose the customer credit for those people because they would count them as distributors. Right, and when I say distributor, I mean a person who's I'd say they would count them as business builders. That's what I should really say. And Janess doesn't constitute anybody as a business builder who doesn't do business builder things. I love that. Okay. All right. The next step from distributor, is you need to become an executive. Now, what is an executive? Well, obviously, an executive is first a distributor. That means that you purchase the starter kit for $29.95 or $49.95. It means that you also have 100 points, whether you bought it yourself or you sold it to customers through your website. And then you now have enrolled personally 2 distributors of your own, one on the left and one on the right. So look at the picture. That's you. You're a distributor in the middle, and you've enrolled one distributor, one person who's become a distributor on the left. They have at least 100 points. And one person who's a distributor on the right. They have at least 100 points. You are now an executive. So remember all those people that we congratulated for being executive? These people, they all did that, right? They all have their one on the left and one on the right, and all 3 of them have at least 100 points. So now we know what we're congratulating these people for. Isn't that awesome?
Right. Yeah.
So let's congratulate them again.
Awesome. Congratulations, y'all.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
And so what we want to do, whenever someone on your team becomes an executive, let's make sure that we congratulate them in our Facebook group.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's good stuff. Now, an executive is now qualified to earn team commissions or cycle bonuses. That means that as volume accumulates on the left and volume accumulates on the right, they can earn those commissions. Every time there's 300 points on one side and 600 on the other side, they get $35. All right? So this is really cool. There's no time limit to when you can become an executive. And so you see the little note at the bottom, one on the left, one on the right. Each one has at least a basic pack. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so once you become an executive, do you want to stay an executive?
No, you don't.
No. Next one is,
Jade.
so let's talk about how you can go Jade. To become a Jade, you must be, and you must have, so first you must be a qualified executive. What is a qualified executive? That's what we just spoke about. You've got one on the left, one on the right. Everybody's got at least 100 points of PV. You're a qualified executive. Now you can move on to Jade. Jade, you also have to have either 4 personally enrolled executives with at least one on each side, right? So that means 4 people that you have helped to do this. 4, okay? It could be 3 on one side, 1 on the other. 1 on one side, 3 on the other. 2 and 2. As long as there's at least 1 on each side. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another way to achieve Jade. You can do it by having 8 personally enrolled distributors. Right? So they don't have their one on each side yet, but they have at least 100 points. And if you do it with the 8 distributors, there has to be at least 3 on each side. You guys see that?
Yes.
Yes.
So it could be 3 on the left, 5 on the right. It could be 5 on the left, 3 on the right. It could be 4 and 4, as long as there's at least 3. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, once you become a Jade, not only do you earn the $35 in team commissions, but now you start to earn matching bonuses. And now you're going to earn matching bonuses on the first level. By the way, who are the people who are on your first level?
Personally sponsored people.
Sponsored.
Everybody that you personally sponsor, right? Let me ask you this. What if when you personally sponsor somebody and when you place them, they end up 25 levels down below you? What about that?
That's still your first level.
Still on the front line.
That's right, Rosette. They are still considered your first level. So one thing for everybody who's watching, I want you to remember is that Janess considers anybody that you personally sponsored to be on your first level no matter where they are placed in your business.
Right.
So I just personally sponsored somebody, and they are probably, if I had to guess, over 100 levels, maybe more, away from me going down the leg. But when Janess is calculating matching bonuses, what level is that person on for me?
First.
One.
First.
Level 1. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the matching bonus for level 1 is 20%. So 20%, just imagine, you help a person make $100 in bonuses, right? And this is on the team commissions, by the way. So you help somebody make $100 in team commissions. How much is your matching bonuses if you're a Jade?
20.
20.
What if you help them make $1,000?
200.
$100.
What if you help them make $10,000?
$2,000.
How many like matching bonuses?
Awesome.
I do.
So this is why you gotta go Jade, everybody, because that's where matching bonuses start.
Right.
Okay, so you gotta go Jade so you can grow and accelerate your income. The company says, hey, Jade is our first leadership position, and so now we're gonna start paying you more money for developing leaders and helping people make money. The more you help your team others earn, the more you're going to earn. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So, has Team Elite created some jade so far?
Yeah.
Yes, sure did.
Congratulations to our jades, and believe it or not, guys, this is not everybody. Because we have a whole bunch of jades in Nigeria that we just don't have on here because we just at the time that we started doing this, we weren't keeping good track, and it's a real big project to go through there and get everybody. But look at all the jades that we have that we did recognize. This is really cool, right? This is from the Wall of Fame.
Yep.
So congratulations to all of our jades. Do we see anybody that's on Team Elite TV on there today?
Kim.
It's your birthday. You're jade. You're busy.
Oh, you're Jade.
Awesome, right? And also Fatima Gomez, she was at 80-20, 365. Way to go. Awesome. Good stuff. All right. What comes after Jade? You want to stay at Jade?
No.
What's next?
Pearl.
We got to go Pearl, everybody. Got to go Pearl. Pearl, look at those pearls. All right. What are the Pearl qualifications? Pearl, you got to be a qualified executive, right? What's an executive? We're going to keep going back. This is an executive. It's you. You got 100 plus points. You got one on the left and one on the right that you personally brought in. Who has one on the left and one on the right? Oh, sorry, no, take it back. Who has 100 points? Got a little too much. Okay. Now, you have 8 people who are executives. This is one way you could do it. 8 personally enrolled executives, at least 2 on each side. Okay? How many?
2.
8.
At least 2 on each side.
Many on
How many
2.
personally enrolled executives?
8.
8.
8. And they have to have, and you have to have at least 2 of them on each side. That means you could have 2 on the left and 6 on the right, or 6 on the left and 2 on the right, or 4 and 4. Doesn't matter. You could be 3 and 5 as long as you have at least 2 on each side. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It does.
Or you can have 12 personally enrolled distributors. What's a distributor again?
Person generated 100.
Point.
Right, so the person signed up, they've got at least 100 points. Maybe they haven't enrolled anybody yet, but they're a distributor. If you got 12, congratulations, you're a Pearl.
Right.
As long as you have at least 3 on each side. That means you could have 3 on the left and 9 on the right, or 9 on the left and 3 on the right, or 4 and 5, or 5 and 4, or you guys get my drift?
Yes.
Yep.
All the way up to 6 and 6, as long as you have at least 3 on each side. Okay?
Yep.
Now, once you become a Pearl, what are the benefits? You earn the team commissions, $35 every time you cycle, but now you earn 2 levels of matching bonuses. How many of you guys like that?
Yeah.
Woohoo, right? 2 levels of matching bonuses, 20% on level 1, 15% on level 2. Who are your level 2 people?
The person that your personally sponsored sponsor.
Exactly. The people that your personally sponsored people sponsor. Can I give you guys an example? Real life. You guys ready?
Yes.
So since Rosette spoke up, who sponsored Rosette? I did.
You did.
Right? So which level is Rosette on?
Level 1.
Level 1. So I help Rosette make money. Every time she earns money in team commissions, I get a 20% bonus. Is that pretty cool?
Yes.
Right.
Do I want to help Rosette?
Yes.
Of course.
I do. Right? Now, Rosette, who sponsored Raquel?
I did.
Rosette sponsored Raquel. Raquel just went Sapphire. Okay? So for me, Raquel is on level 2.
2.
Now, if you take a look at the tree, they're way further down than that. But the computer sees them as level 1 because I sponsored Rosette, and level 2 because Rosette sponsored Raquel. And every time we help Raquel cycle, I earn 15%. And how much does Rosette earn?
20%.
Because Raquel is on Rosette's level 1. Right? So hopefully everybody's starting to understand this. This is pretty exciting, right?
Yes.
Right.
How many of you guys like matching bonuses now?
Love
All
it.
right. So we've got a whole bunch of pearls. Again, our Nigerian pearls are not on here, but look at all these pearls we've got. Right? We had more, but some of them moved up. So congratulations to you, all of our pearls. Right? Do we have any Team Elite TV pearls on here right now? All right, let's shout out. We got Doris, Jamie, Lupita, Nati, Nick, and Rosette. Congratulations to all of you.
Baby.
Woo! Yoo-hoo!
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Awesome, awesome. You guys are rocking. All right, but do you want to stay pearl?
I'm not gonna be there next one.
You want to move up? What's next?
Sapphire.
Sapphire. All right, let's talk about Sapphire. All right, to be a Sapphire, you got to start out as a qualified executive. What's an executive? An executive means you have at least 100 or more points. You've sponsored your first person on the left and your first person on the right, and each of them has at least 100 points. So you're an executive, okay? And then you can do this only one way. How many of you noticed in Jade you could do it 2 ways?
Yes.
Yeah.
How many of you noticed that with Pearl you could do it 2 ways?
Yeah.
But Sapphire, you can only do it one way. And this is such an important rank because after this, all of the ranks are based on how many people you help go Sapphire.
Right.
So you gotta go Sapphire. You guys ready?
Yeah.
12 personally enrolled executives. 12 of these. 12 where you sponsored the person. Okay? And now they have at least one on the left and one on the right of their own. And all 3 of them have at least 100 points.
Right.
Yeah.
And at least 3 of those executives are on each side.
That's right.
At least 3. That means it could be 3 on the left and 9 on the right. Or 9 on the left and 3 on the right. Or 4 and 5, or 5 and 4. You guys get it? Or 6 and 6. All right? Doesn't matter as long as there's at least 3 on each side. Hey, you know what, guys? I got to break it down like this because somebody's going to come back and say, I didn't know. And lately, my answer to all of these, I didn't know, where, is, do you watch Team Elite TV?
That's right.
Because we breaks it down. Right? I mean,
That's
you gotta see me do that. We breaks it down. Right? So nobody can, if you're on Team, you can't complain. If you complain about missing your rank because you didn't understand the qualifications, you just played yourself.
Yep.
Because we put it here. All you got to do is you got to watch it. Right? And so, by the way, leaders, I want you to know how to use this episode when you're working a person's game plan. And you're like, okay, hey, let's get this, let's get this, let's get that. Their homework assignment needs to be to go watch this episode and come back to you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay? Now, what does a Sapphire get? Of course, they get the $35 team commissions, every time they cycle. But they're going to earn 3 levels of matching bonuses here. And our slide is incomplete. This is what it should say. Level 1, how much?
20%. 20%.
Level 2, how much?
15%.
And level 3, how much?
10%.
10%. Okay, let's illustrate. So, Marcia, who's your sponsor?
You are T.Gray.
T.Gray. So that means that Marsha's on which level for me, guys?
First
One.
level.
Level 1. Now, Marsha, is there anybody on Team Elite TV right now that you sponsored?
Doris Lopez.
Doris Lopez is on there, right? And so you sponsored Doris Lopez. Doris Lopez is on my level 2. Doris, name somebody that you sponsored.
She sponsored Fatima.
She sponsored Fatima Barajas, and guess what that means? Fatima Barajas is on my level
3.
3. So what does that mean, folks? Somebody spell it out for everybody watching.
20 from Marsha, 15 from Doris, 10 from Fatima.
So that means that when I help Marsha and Onawa succeed, every time they cycle, every time I help them cycle, I get a 20% bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I help Doris, I get a 15%. And every time I help Fatima, I get a 10%. That's why those folks can call me and say, hey, T.Gray, I got this question, got that question. Can you help? Can you help? And I help them because I gave the matching bonuses a new name. What did I call the matching bonuses, guys?
The Act Right bonus.
Act Right bonus. You know why? Because matching bonuses will make you act right. So when they call me up and they're like, T.Gray, I need you to help me, I go into act right mode. I'm like, yes, how can I help you? How can I serve you? I'm acting right today. 20, 15, 10%, I will do the right thing.
That's true.
Hey, so wait a minute now. So who sponsored Lupita and Natividad?
Amanda.
Amanda. And who sponsored Amanda?
Marsha, Terry.
So look at that. That's another 20%, 15%, 10% thing. And you know what's really cool? It's not 10% it's not like 10% split. It's not like 5% when I help Lupita and 5% when I help Nati. It's 10%. Damn! All right. I'm silly. I know I am. I know, but how many of you money makes you more silly?
No, that's true.
I pray that you have lots of silliness in your life.
All right.
All right. So those are the qualifications, and guess what? We got a boatload of sapphires. Now, here's all of them. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? 12. Count them.
Yes.
Yeah.
12. Dose. Is that right? Dose?
Yep.
Dose. How do you say it in French?
Dos.
That sounds like two.
Wait, I forgot.
Oh, Marsha, man, I was counting on you, dude. All right. Well, look at that. By the way, we're dominating Africa. We're just like crushing Africa, guys, with sapphire production. And then right here in the United States, we've got Raquel, Jenny, Marsha. Well, actually, Jenny's in Canada. Marsha and Dr. Terry are in McAllen. James Henry's in Nashville. And the rest of these champions are from Nigeria. I mean, everybody is so beautiful, all sorts of champions, all different skin colors, all different ages, and it just shows that the Team Elite system works on a global level. It works in the United States, it works in Canada, it works in Africa. Yeah, I mean, it works everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
All right? So what do we want everybody to do with this information? What we want everybody to do is to now make your plan. Okay? Now, leaders, what I want you to do is I want you to identify some people in your business who respond to this episode and get their dates. Okay? Because what I learned is that now people need to actually set goals. Now that you know what it's involved, set some goals. Okay? So if you have not yet achieved the rank of executive, what is the date on which you will have sponsored your first two? If you have not yet achieved Jade, what is the date by which you will achieve Jade, one of the two ways that Jade can be achieved? If you have not yet achieved Pearl, what is the date on which you will have achieved Pearl, one of the two ways that you can go Pearl? And when will you go Sapphire? And what I want to do is I want to challenge people to make goals that stretch you, but they're reasonably achievable. So, for example, if you just signed up today, you know, it may or may not make sense for you to say you want to be a Sapphire by the end of September. It can be done. I did it in 2.5 weeks, and so did Sam. But I like to see people win. I don't like to see people set goals that are too hard for them or beyond their circumstances. You know, Sam and I, we did that. We literally had nothing else to do all day but go Sapphire. If you got a job or a business, then you may want to rethink that, right? Because Raquel, I spoke to her today, and she said she realized how much work it was. She did it in 2 months.
A lot of work.
But she realized it was a lot of work. Was it a lot of work, Marcia?
A lot of work.
It was a lot of work. You guys had to do it, and you had to do it with the business running. You guys did it in a month, right?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay. So I'm not putting any parameters on how long it takes a person to do it, but I want you to set a goal, and then I want you to take your goal seriously. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yep.
Yep.
Take your goal seriously. So that's our training for today. I want to turn it over to these champions and just any words of advice and encouragement as we wrap up this episode?
Yes. So I think this was absolutely phenomenal. It's foundational. It's basic to building your business. This is what you got to know to move through the ranks and have success. And just to leave you with a quote from Napoleon Hill, who said, "Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and bring it to itself to believe, you can achieve it." So you just have to see it happening in your life and know that you're going to reach your goal and set your goal and just go after it and do it. So I'm excited about this stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
Awesome, Masha. Well, what I'll say, T.Gray.
All right, I'll just jump in then.
Wait. Kim was talking.
Oh,
Kim.
I can't hear her. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Everybody can hear me, though.
Yes.
Kim, talk up,
Okay.
Kim.
Awesome. Well, T.Gray, when I saw the presentation on what it took to go Jade and to go Pearl and Executive, I got so excited because I'm saying this looks so easy. I can blow this out. I can really do this. And then when I realized that it's simple, but it's not easy, you know, it's going to take work, you know, that's where the rubber meets the road. And so I just want to encourage us to, 1, to stay focused, right? 2, to be consistent. And 3, just to be intentional. Write your goals down, know what you want to do, know where you want to go, be intentional about it. Because the truth is we all have things happening in our lives. Something is always going to come up. There's always going to be some emergency. But we always have to go back to our why we started, why we're doing this business, and just be focused, consistent, and intentional in how we build our business and how we create a legacy for ourselves and our families. So it can be done, and I'll see you all at convention and see you at the top.
Wow, do you guys always speak in quotables? I mean, like Marcia with the whatever the man of a mind can conceive, and you're like focused, consistent, intentional. You guys need to tweet that stuff, man. This is good stuff. Who's next? Jamie, save us.
Me now?
Yeah, Jamie.
Sorry. I wasn't receiving audio from Kim, so I was left out, but I'll listen to the recording. Anyways, I'm not doing any fancy quotes like Marsha and Kim, but I'm very inspired, to be honest, by this episode, because what stands out to me is that, you know, the system works. All of these people who have, you know, gone through the ranks we discussed tonight, they're real people. They're not, you know, they don't have superpowers.
Right.
Many of them, I know them in person, and that makes me know that I can achieve it too. And I want everyone who is listening or watching to know that you can achieve it as well. You need to decide that you're going to do it. Know that it's going to require some work. It's going to require dedication. but just know that through the ups and downs you can achieve it. So I am Sapphire bound. Everybody just keep watching.
Awesome.
Awesome, awesome. I love it, Jamie. Sapphire bound. You go, girl.
Great, girl.
All right. Do that dance again, Jamie. I love it. Anybody else?
I want to say, you know, just stay focused. And the other day I had dinner with Marsha and Dr. Terry, my mom and and I mean, we're a part of an incredible team. And I just want to say that in this journey, while we're going through Jade and Pearl and Sapphire, it takes a lot of work, and we should not forget that we have a team there that we can call and be like, today this happened and this and this and that. And today, you know, if you want to cry with the team, call the team and cry with somebody. If you want to, you know, talk about something, they're there for you. We're there for each other, and that really does help because it gives you that motivation sometimes when you're feeling a little low, and the team, you know, keeps you going.
Listen, this is Fraser Crane, and I'm listening. But it's true though. You gotta, not to you're 100% correct, because this it's like it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be ups and there's gonna be downs. You're gonna have incredible victories and you're gonna have incredible heartbreaks. And the people on your team are gonna make you so incredibly proud. And the people on your team are gonna get on your very last nerve all at the same time. So guess what, guys? That's why we're here. Don't suffer in silence.
Right.
Somebody pick a shoulder and cry your eyes out. Let's rock and roll. All right, good stuff. Who else?
T. Okay.
Rosette.
Yes. Well, you know, there's a lot of things that's been said, and there's only one thing that I really did learn from all of this. You actually did break it down, you know, in pieces on how to achieve ranks. And when I first hit Pearl, I didn't know I did hit it in 2 weeks. I mean, I just got busy. But I think you broke it down to a lot of people that it's actually looking like you have a roadmap for people to achieve ranks. And it's very important that we do put dates on when we want to achieve something. It's like a bow and arrow. You won't be able to hit it in the middle if you don't know where the arrow would go. So it's very, very important that we put dates on our goals. And I think the last slide that you showed gave me even desire to get to Sapphire at a certain date, because having those dates actually helps you to achieve it. It's like you set your goals, and that's what happened to Raquel. And I'm going to bring it up and share with you guys. She set a goal. She is gonna be Sapphire before Singapore, and that happened. It validates what a true conviction, a true dedication, and it took a lot of work, but she did make it happen. So, crying shoulder, that's where you're at, and I can attest to that. I mean, you're not gonna have beds of roses every single day. There's gonna be ups and downs. There's a roller coaster in our lives, but we have a team that we can call upon. We have someone that we can have that shoulder to cry on, so to speak, and that's who we are. And I'm so honored and very humbled to be part of this team. Thank you, T.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing you could have said better at the end was, God bless the United States of America. No, I'm silly, I know, but you know what, Rosette, you are 100% on target, and I just want to challenge everybody who's listening, rewind that, listen again. Rewind it and listen again. You'll understand that was a training in and of itself. That was good stuff. Thank you, Rosette. Anything from you, Nick, before we go? I know Nick's been frozen up and he's on mute. All right. Well, I tell you what, guys, that was a
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now. Go for it, Nick.
Okay, what I would say, we have an excellent training on how to go to the different ranks. So we have the tool and the necessary things that we need. So let us just do it and get the job done. That's all I have to say.
Here we go with another quotable from Nick. Hey, Nick, do us a favor. You on the call, you were speaking with a Spanish accent. Can you do it again?
Go again?
You were speaking with a Spanish accent yesterday. Can you do it again?
¿Qué dice?
I can't take it. I love you guys so much, and hey, everybody who's watching, I love you guys too. Team Elite is not only the most successful place in the universe, but as you can see, it's one of the most fun places in the universe. I genuinely love these guys. They're beautiful. They're amazing. They're smart. They're talented. They're great leaders. And I'm excited about all the new people who've joined our team from all over the world. Let's make September and October a huge month of rank advancements for the team. We just wanted to make sure that you knew exactly how to do it. So, and definitely make sure that everybody that you come to Dallas for 80-20-365. It's really, really important for you, and that we join together as a huge Team Elite Jeunesse family in Orlando. So with that said, all I can say is God bless each and every one of you, and God bless the United States of America. That officially ends the episode 24. Woo-hoo!
Remember to remember.
Awesome, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.